What do you want? I mean, what are you really looking for when it comes to healthcare? Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Lyons of Precision Chiropractic here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And that question is one that you probably never even thought of. And when I'm answering that question, I'll be quite frank. What most people want from their healthcare is to not have to use it. No one wants to go to the doctor. I don't like going to the doctor. But sometimes we have to. There's certain things that we have to do. Well, I talk about it all the time, brushing your teeth. Everybody goes to the dentist a couple times a year, or knows we should. And we all brush our teeth regularly and floss regularly so that we avoid a problem. And that's really the problem with our healthcare system, is that we don't do anything. We wait until there's a problem. And that's where chiropractic's a little different, in that we solve problems. Some of the most ultimately expensive problems on the planet, back problems, result in so much time off of work. They result in so much cost out of pocket to employers and employees and you. So we have to stay on top of that. And we've heard me say it time and time again, we live our lives through our spines. But what you don't want to do is spend all your time doing it. That's why here at Precision Chiropractic, we've created a fun atmosphere. We have a nice reception room, great staff, very friendly. Sometimes even my dog's here to brighten your day. We have a play area with toys for the kids, and it's not a long wait. It's in and out, so you can get back to doing what you want to do, living your life. And a little personal story about my life. So, I've been in practice for 28 years. And when I was in my first year of practice, I was out of shape. I was probably close to 100 pounds heavier than I am now. And I don't have a great spine in the first place from years of being a guy and doing dumb stuff and thinking I was immortal, like many of you. And I was playing basketball and I tweaked my back. And then I went out of the game. Someone rolled their ankle, so I went back in. And I was going back playing defense, and it was two guys coming at me. I was a lone guy back, and they were passing back and forth. And I stepped back and I twisted the opposite way, and boom, I was done. It felt like a knife in my back. It took me 2.5 hours to get out of that gym. Someone had to drive me home. I crawled up the stairs to my place, called someone. They brought me over a bunch of ice, and I was putting ice on my back. Called a chiropractor I knew in town. And he came over, and it was just miserable. And one of the things was, it wasn't easy. I didn't have someone close that I liked their care, so I wasn't getting adjusted regularly, even though I knew I should. And I'm a chiropractor. This is what I do. So I ended up calling my mentor, and he sent 2 other students down with his van, and they picked me up, went down there, and I slept on a table. Like one I have in my office called a pelvic bench. Looks like a couch without arms or back. And I slept on that thing in his living room, getting adjusted 3 times a day for a month. It was 2 weeks before I could get up and walk. Had to shut my office down, didn't have anybody to cover it, just had to shut it down. And then once I was able to go back after that month, I'd close up the office on Wednesday night. I'd drive the 2.5 hours, get adjusted Wednesday night, Thursday morning, come home, see patients Thursday and Friday, and then go back for the weekend and get adjusted several times over the weekend. I did that for like another 6 months. And that is a lot. But I'll tell you what, I really have not had a low back issue since. I still get checked regularly, like everybody should, but you have to stay ahead of the game. Otherwise, you suffer the big consequences like I did. And I don't want that for anyone. No one should have to suffer through that. So if you have some questions, you want to find out what I could do for you, you can email or you can call the office and set up a time to talk. And that's all it is. We'll just have a conversation. It's not an examination. I'm not going to bait you with anything. It's just an opportunity for you to see what a difference this could make in your life. See you next time.